The mothers of two captured American journalists call on the White House to improve U.S. hostage policy. Tonight, Wyatt Goolsbee has part 2 of his sit-down interview with these Catholic moms. Wyatt?
Brian, both Diane Foley and Deborah Tice talked with us about the dangers reporters face in their work overseas. Their sons, James Foley and Austin Tice, were covering the conflict in Syria when they were captured. They told us since then they've relied on their Catholic faith for strength. Hundreds of Japanese are paying their respects to two of its citizens apparently killed by ISIS, Kenji Goto and Haruna Yukawa. The prayers and candles offered in remembrance for a journalist are a familiar scene for Diane Foley, whose son James was beheaded by ISIS in August.
The only reason I sit here is with God's grace. I mean, it's only through the Holy Spirit that either of us have the strength to be here.
Both Foley and Deborah Tice are advocating for the U.S. to improve its policy on hostage cases. Tice is hoping the U.S. can bring home her son Austin, who was captured in 2012 during the Syrian war and has been missing since. This YouTube video was the last time Austin was publicly seen. Foley agrees the issue has been put on the back burner.
There are important issues that just the average American hasn't even thought about.
Later this month, Tice and her husband will launch an awareness campaign using the phrase "Free Austin Tice." She says she is grateful for all the prayers.
We know for a fact that on every continent, including Antarctica, people are praying for Austin's safe return.
Both Foley and Tice say their faith in God has helped them to get through these tough times. One moment of hope for Foley, a phone call from Pope Francis last fall after the death of her son.
It was extraordinary because he had just lost some very close members of his family right around the date Jim was killed. So for him to think of us when 3 members of the family had died and his nephew was in critical care was extraordinary, truly extraordinary.
Foley says the Holy Father spoke through a translator, saying he was grieving with their family and that he was praying for them. Simple words, but words that provide hope.
It just made me so happy, because our church has needed Pope Francis. I'm very grateful for him.
Both the Foley family and the Tice family have launched campaigns for their sons. The James Foley Legacy Foundation has a number of goals, including creating a support network for families of American hostages. On February 16th, the Tice family will launch the awareness campaign for Austin. Brian?
Amazing faith. Thank you for that great story.